Hey friends, this is Waylon. Before we rush off into our busy lives and our busy week and our to-do lists and the busy news cycle that never pauses for anything, never allows gaps. Remember when TVs back in the day turned off for the night? Like there was just no more programming? Not only does that never happen now, but there's thousands of channels and streaming and all that. We know all that. Anyway, things are busy and overwhelming, and that's not necessarily conducive to the mindful life, which is what Elephant is about and has always been about. Part of the mindful life is not checking out, like not caring. We all have to care. And caring is simply, I think, my favorite thing. I think it's the healthiest thing for our own health. It's the most transformative spiritual quality, where we tend to obsess about ourselves and try to make ourselves happy, and that doesn't work. And then we extend our selfish caring about ourselves to others and to our planet and to animals. And suddenly we begin to actually, for the first time, be kind to ourselves. So caring, I think it's my favorite word. And caring sounds like caring, but it's the direct opposite. So before we rush off, I want to acknowledge what happened yesterday, what happened over the last week or two with early voting. This wasn't just joy on a partisan level about election results, which overwhelmingly throughout America served as a rebuke to our corrupt sexual assaulter president, who has enriched his family to the tune of billions in just less than a year, while harming middle class and poor Americans, of whom I was one growing up, inordinately, out of proportion. This was a moment for democracy with a little d. I'm not talking about Democrats versus Republicans. I'm talking little d, big D energy, little d, saving elections from interference. I mean, Trump is going after the midterms because he knows he'll lose. So he's trying to redistrict. He's trying to openly cheat. I mean, his overconfidence or confidence is staggering at this point because he's lying openly. He's saying he doesn't know or care about important things openly. And his lack of caring is, what's the opposite of impressive? Depressive. So last night served as a rebuke for the corruption and the greed that was the aggression. And it also may have just saved the midterms. We have a lot of work left to do. But if the midterms, and I don't even mind if they go left or right. I mean, obviously I'm a bleeding heart liberal. I care about people. I think there should be more basic supports for human beings, not less. And then more people can succeed and we can have a strong economy and tackle climate crisis so future generations are healthy. It's a long laundry list, but you know, even if the midterms were to go against liberals and for MAGA, what is they're honest and safe? That's democracy in action. But Trump is trying to basically end voting as we know it. And he's talked about that openly. I mean, there's quotes about it. So last night, which was sort of midterms, went a long way. It sent a message. And I think my only caveat or concern is that it was like an early warning shot to the corrupt MAGA oligarch class, who is for some reason fed and supported by kind of hateful, ignorant conspiracy mongers who are billionaires. But if we can continue this energy without interference through the midterms, I think then we can have one more not many more presidential elections in 3 more years, which is not what Trump wants. He knows he's deeply unpopular. He knows Project 2025 is deeply unpopular, and which is, gutting government's ability to actually serve us and to actually function and actually be helpful, and really just kind of plundering the United States, whether it's our park system or healthcare or, military, just sort of losing it for their selfish, weird, corrupt, greedy ends. So, on a more micro level instead of macro, Spanberger is the first woman elected governor in Virginia. Mikey and her rival, a MAGA New Jerseyan, couldn't be more different. The platforms that won last night are super inspiring. The judges, Gavin Newsom with his, proposal to temporarily, which is key ethically, combat redistricting by fighting fire with fire instead of rolling over and just whining, won overwhelmingly. And of course, on a personal level, for many of us, most inspiring was the victory of Zohran Mamdani. It's a tongue twister for white people. And he and his partner and his humor and his authenticity, and that word has almost been ruined by marketing, but his genuineness, like Bernie, like AOC, like me, like Biden, like Obama. I mean, he has the energy. I think not since Obama have so many young Americans in particular felt so much hope and a desire not just to be suckered by some message, but to live up to that challenge, as he has talked about many times, to embrace the challenge and to really try to serve the people. And this is not impossible stuff. There's a lot of countries, mostly democratic socialists, who have, happiness is off the charts and stable economies and equity, equal rights for all. And yeah, they have problems, but nothing like what we're seeing here, where there's just a level of sort of violence in our discourse and behavior that is unsustainable. So anyway, I'm just over the moon happy and wanted to share that. And go team. And team is not partisan. It's go, climate action, equity, sane, stable economy. Let's do this. It's so inspired. All right, folks, this is Waylon. Not signing out, not checking out, but checking in. Staying signed in for the next 3 years for sure. We need to make sure everything stabilizes toward some sort of sanity and that magic word carry.